The old man is losing his mind, man. I think now somebody needs to have a serious talk with Vince
Yeah.
and say that we have competition again. I mean, whether you see it as competition or not, they are competition. They have money to spend. Apparently, Tony Khan has an unlimited checkbook, and we have to do something. NXT, like I don't know where they want to go with this brand right now. It just feels like I know it's NXT UK. Like I don't know what they want to do with this brand. Like it
I
just
don't feel
now it
like
just feels like it doesn't serve a purpose.
I don't feel like they're competition for real because they're different demographics that watch these different shows. I mean, they're both TV shows and they both are athletic, but outside of those two, they're completely different. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to get the same, like WWE's product has been, and in my opinion, always has been a children's product. It's been for children. AEW is clearly a PG-13 product going to adults. You watch All Out, their biggest pay-per-view ever. No children, no children at all. You watch a WWE Raw or SmackDown, you got kids in the front row hugged up with their dad and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's kids everywhere. This is a kid's product. It always has been. We got into it when we were kids. You know what I'm saying? Every kid got into it when he was a fucking kid. No one was 32 and he's like, I'm about to start watching wrestling now. No, it won't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Who's the father of this kid? Let's have a ladder match to determine that. That's not how logic works. Let's have a fucking cage match. Why? And the person who escapes wins? That doesn't make sense. Let's have a casket match. Whoever gets buried in a casket. These are children's concepts. These are children's themes. You know what I'm saying? No real fighter would get into a fucking last minute or a buried alive match. Conor McGregor buried alive man. What? Doesn't make sense. So it's always been there, and it's cool. That is fine. We're not watching My Little Pony, but you know what I'm saying. We're essentially watching something that's tailor-made for kids, and it's dope because it excites. It's like the MCU. You know what I'm saying? It's got that superhero factor like the MCU. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think is diggable about it.
Is that me or you?
That's me. I gotta mute it. But my thing with it is, like I said, that means that they're just vastly different competition. It's like Spike TV being competition with Cartoon Network or something like that. It's like technically certain things could parallel, but for the most part, it's two different things. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
So you don't think they have anything to worry about at all?
I think that if you are a WWE fan and then you go over there to watch that, you're gonna be looking at the shit like, but okay, and is this their first match? Okay, what? Because the logic is all off. Every time they do moves, it's like there's some cool ones, but then it'll be like a bunch of botches because there's no person backstage, like the gay nigga who died, Pat Patterson, helping to make sure that things make sense. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, bro, this is what you're known for in the indie scene. This is what I'm known for. Let's just do, we'll have fun with it. And you can see it in the matches that they're not smooth. It's like going to a backyard wrestling event. You know what I'm saying? Except these guys have, bigger fan bases and stuff like that. But you see All Out, and then you watch Dynamite on Wednesday, and then you watch SmackDown, and you see a big difference, man. Like, Dynamite's got like, I don't know, 5,000 people in that bitch, and SmackDown had like 14,000 Madison Square Garden and shit like that. That's nuts. You know what I'm saying?
Catch full episodes of the Worked Shoot podcast on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Haps.tv. Or don't, you fucking mark.